tables are any good. Nope, that's, well, that's the kind of fishy player there. King 8, I mean, we could try a 3-bet here. Playing heads up, that's fun. All right, we got. I really don't enjoy having to switch the tables around this much. It's not. I don't know. It's just kind of it's irritating. It's just one more thing to worry about other than playing. I'd like to just find a nice loose fishy table and play there all day. Is that so much to ask? I need a live casino. That's what I need. Need another poker boom also. That would be sweet. Problem is, even if there's another poker boom, it won't be anything like the first one. The first one was. I mean, I was just part of it. It's not like I was a poker player and then the poker boom happened. So it's I didn't I didn't get to benefit from it like some people did. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. That looks like a straight to me. Alright, so let's see here. Threes, I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and c-bet this. Hopefully we can just get a fold on table 3. Wow, we get the snap call, so we'll just check down here. Not going to get many players to fold. I'm going to say he probably has like a 7 here, but I don't think he's folding. Yep. And pretty loose player. I mean, he's opening under the gun, so King-Jack suited is a little bit too weak. We'll just go ahead and fold. King-Jack suited looks nice, but we got players to act behind. Our opponent's raising under the gun, so his range is going to be much tighter than normal, and King-Jack suited just doesn't play that well against his range. And we can go ahead and raise the King-2 suited, though. Pretty much raise any suited king on the button, as long as the barring like crazy aggressive opponents in the blinds. So we'll, as you can see, need just takes a couple big losses to really drive the winnings down. But again, that's okay. We're down a little bit more than a buy-in, but I mean we're essentially one good double up away from being back to even. We'll raise the King-10 and make a squeeze play here with the queens. With the King-Queen, sorry, not with the queens. With the sorry, I mentioned something about a King-10. That was off the screen. Apologize. Sometimes I forget. Man, I'm sorry. My energy feels really low right now, and I apologize for that. But I'm trying to. This is just. The games are just not exciting right now like I want them to be. I'm sure you guys want it too. So. Actually, I'll go ahead and pull this hand up over here. Bet. And bet that. So I've got, you know, kings. The jack landed on the river. Check there. Check. Fold. Bring this back over. I mean, I don't know what this guy has. I'm going to go ahead and check if he wants to bet into me. I don't imagine him calling with much worse here. I mean, okay. There we go. So we got his bluff. That was the only way to do that, really. Is to check the river, and that way he bluffs into us. So, happy about how I played that. Hope that makes sense. You know, if you really don't think a guy is going to be calling with worse hands, then your best bet is to just check and let him bluff into you. And you know, having kind of an aggressive crazy guy to your left isn't really ideal, but it's probably better than having, you know, nothing but tight regulars at the table. So now my tables actually don't look too bad. I've got T money here with $11. That's awesome. I've got a couple loose players with this Rocky Shores guy. I don't know if he's good or bad or anything yet. He's got a decent stack, and he's appears a little bit loose, but we don't have enough hands to tell yet. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Pretty good flop. Go ahead and c-bet into 2 players. We'll bet 30 cents into 40. Yeah, oh. That was uneventful. Seven, 8 here. I'll go ahead and call. I mean, can flop pretty decent, and it did. I'll probably check raise this flop. Pretty good flop for us, so. But there's a lot of bad cards that can come. Unless we complete our straight or hit even 2 pairs, not really great. We complete our straight, so that's good. Just go ahead and bet. I mean, I don't know what this guy's doing or what he's going to put us on, but I'm just going to go ahead and bet. He calls. That's cool. I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and shove in, and if he has 8-10, that sucks. And he folds. So, again, I could have checked it to him, but I don't know. Maybe I should have. I don't know. I mean, I guess checking probably makes more sense. I felt like he had a hand. I mean, I felt like he had maybe like actually kind of a decent hand, and so I wanted to kind of put him in that situation where he might call, but oh well. 7-6, I'm going to isolate all these limps. There's, you know, 2 limps, a lot of money in the pot. I didn't have to make it that big. I should have made it 1 big blind smaller, I think, but I expect these guys to call a lot, and wow, interesting flop. This is going to be really interesting. This is like not as good as the hand I just had on the other table, because now I've got like the bottom pair and kind of the dumb end of the straight. I don't really want to bet and get raised here. I'm just going to go ahead and check. That's, again, mixed feelings about, wow, and he just insta-shoves. What the hell? I got to fold here. I mean, any jack has me beat, so I'm just going to fold. I don't think his play is very good, but I mean, I I have no idea what he's doing there. Maybe that was a set too. I don't know. It's just sort of strange. It's a really weird way to play that hand by him. I mean, I've seen him get in with some pretty light hands, but where, you know, it only takes a single jack in his hand to win. And yeah, I don't like it, but I don't know. Maybe I should have called. I don't even know if you can process the fact that you just hit a straight that quickly, as fast as he was like betting at me. I mean, that was he like instantly. I mean, it looked like he had like the shove, any button, you know, clicked. So that's kind of weird. God, this guy really likes to call on table 3. I don't know what the heck this guy has on table 3. I wonder if he missed a flush. I feel like maybe he was on a flush draw and he missed, but he's certainly not going to fold, you know, to a min bet if he has any kind of hand, so. I'm going to bet out here with my jack, my quads. I would expect T-Money to maybe be the type of guy that might do something weird, but it's only, you know, only so much here. Maybe I should have checked my quads there. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the best way to play that, but I felt like that was actually more deceptive than, you know, checking, but maybe it wasn't. Yeah. Obviously, when he folds, I don't like it, so I'm immediately gonna think I should have done the other, you know, done the other option, but it's hard to tell. I've got a lot of potential players to get money off of right now, so I'm happy, but it's just, you know, sometimes you don't ever get to take the money off of them. Sometimes it just takes a really long time, and sometimes, you know, you get into hands where it still doesn't work out. You know, you've got the good hand and you still lose, or they, you know, show up with a, you know. Fish are allowed to get aces too, and that's another thing that can get you in trouble sometimes. Is you know, sometimes a fish hits a big hand. Let's see what I've got for notes on him. Raise up our queen jack suited. I mean, the nice thing is we're getting into a lot of hands, you know, against old T-Money in position, so that's good. I'm just going to bet for value here. We've got the queen. Just go bet pretty much. That's how you got to play against like loose passive players. You just go bet, and they're going to call down a lot. It's a good card. It's a good card. He folds, so it's all right. We got two calls out of what was probably a flush draw. We had position, so, you know, he ended up checking the river. So there's no way to play that any differently, and he insta folded. So I think he just had nothing. So I like how that hand got played. I like how it, you know, how I played that. Worked out fine. Not bad for queen jack. I mean, to win any kind of decent size pot with queen jack when you just hit top pair. I mean, we rivered 2 pair, but that didn't really affect the hand. Let's see. Hmm. I was curious to see if my if Twitch would update my thumbnail picture, and they did, but they updated it to one that's still old, still not what still not what's actually going on. So I'd love to see what he's open jamming all in here with for 100 big blinds. Effectively. Well, actually, more than that. Effectively, he was just open jamming for 200 big blinds because there was a player that had, $9, so over 200 big blinds actually. So curious to see what hands he's doing that with, because there aren't very many where it makes sense. Kind of have an interesting hand over here. I got ace king. This guy led the turn. Now he's checking, so I can't check again. I gotta bet to protect. There's draws. There's diamonds. There's straight draws. That's not a good card. Really ugly card. So this guy I think bluffed into us last time. I really hate that 10, but man, I really don't want to lose a full buy-in. So I'm going to check to him. Ugh, it's going to be so gross if he bets big. He snap called. I mean, there's a flush draw out. Man, I hate this. He was bluffing last time. God, I hate this so much. But he called twice. He never raised. Gross. Whew. That little $8 pot got my heart beating. Oh, man. Bet. I don't know. Bet. Jeez. All right, we should switch out that table for one of these boring tables. That table's got some good stuff going, so let me drag this one in. Tile, there we go. And let's bet again here before I time out. And he just shoves all in. I mean, I got top two. Still win. So that works. All right, battling back. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes it takes a little hero call, but now we're doing fine. Man, where'd that guy go? He leave? I think the guy that I won the big pot against left. Man, I want to mark that hand just so I can, brag about it at some point. That's probably the biggest pot that I've won. Oh wait, it's not on this table. It's on the table I have a ton of money. This one. Okay. Yeah, $12 pot. Holy cow. That's like the biggest pot I've ever won it for NL. I think, yeah, for sure it probably is. So that's cool. That's cool. And I don't know what note to take on that guy. Oops. Just that he bluffed all in, I guess, Wow, I've got a lot of beeping sounds on my computer. Fold, okay. So he called two streets with a gut shot and bluffed 100 big blinds on the river. Yeah, that's a good note to take. River, what, one check two? So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that was kind of a big hero call. I don't know if... we had history, right? Like he'd kind of done the exact same thing on a previous hand where he had nothing and ended up just bluffing all in on the river. So You know, pay attention to what other, you know, pay attention to what your opponents are doing, and it'll pay off. What the heck just happened? Something just caused like everything to shut down. That was weird. All my windows just minimized randomly. No idea why. And we got more players in the pot. I'm gonna let that one go. Also got. So yeah, that's a good demonstration. That hand is actually a really good demonstration of why it is so much harder to play out of position. I mean, that guy almost took me off that hand. Man, that was a light call down. What did I just have top pair? I think I just had top pair, top kicker. That was a really light call. But happy I made it. Uh-oh. What's going on? Uh-oh. This is not good. Don't like this. This is not good. My computer's deciding to freak out for some reason. Makes me a little nervous. It looks like my keyboard is still working, but my mouse isn't for some reason. Looks like this live stream may be cut short. Guys, I apologize. Let me, it's just my mouse, and it's moving fine, but I'm getting beeping noises instead of, let me try, I can't even start task manager. See if there's any weird processes running. What the heck is going on? Anyone know what weird beeping sounds mean instead of your mouse actually clicking? No. Darn it, this isn't fun. My keys are working fine, but my mouse isn't. Let me try like just switching USB ports for some reason. No idea what that was, but okay, we're back. That somehow was my computer. I was a little stressed out that maybe someone was like doing something weird to my computer. I don't know. Maybe check my virus protection. Should probably do that. Make sure like no weird tasks or whatever are running, but yeah. I mean, actually, it's saying that I do need a. I need to restart my computer at some point, but I don't know. Whoops, sorry. Well, great. Yeah, actually, wow. Hey, CTS boss. That's exactly what I did. Thanks. That worked fine. What? Any idea what that is or what it's from? Like why that happens? That's annoying. I just like lost all the people that were watching because my mouse decided to be a weird. Oh well. That didn't really change the board enough to bet again. And this table is dead, so let me get that one in. These tables look all right for right now. I'm not going to hunt for tables. And this guy's overbetting the pot. I mean, I've still got some pretty wily folks on some of these tables, so I'll just try to play these three, and if one of them starts getting really ugly, then we'll switch it out. But other than that, we'll just stay on these three. A7, a little weak, especially with a loose table. So yeah, I'm gonna end up having to play out of position a lot. Alright, ace-9. I will open that, though. Open for 4 times the big blind from early position. Alright, yeah, I guess that makes sense for the mouse. The other thing is I actually